I feel, to be honest, I feel, as we said, like back home. I feel very good. The feeling since day one has been brilliant, so happy. I think there is always something to do because it's something that we want, but also because it's a bit the dynamic of the window transfer. So probably there are a few things to do, but yeah, we are in the process to do that. I consider Pep probably the best coach in the world in the last 20-25 years. But again, it's a challenge. It's nice. It's a privilege. Also, the history, of the manager with many years in the same club. After always struggle a little bit, after Sir Alex, after Arsene. But also it's a challenge to try to do the right things immediately for this organization, for the fans, for everyone. I feel quite lucky in terms of my former club, Leicester, Chelsea. I think we did a great job in both clubs. The identity of the team was clear, the success of the team was clear, and I feel very lucky to be part of these clubs. But now I think we are here today. That is the most important thing, just about City. First of all, we have to say that around big players there are always speculations, so I'm not worried about that. I think it's normal. Also because they won the World Cup, he was the best player or one of the best players. And I think every manager wants to have Rodri because he's a top player. But now, as you said, surgery on I think Monday, and he needs holiday, he needs to rest, he needs to recover, and then he will be back here with us. Jack at the moment is here. He's Man City player. I always said the same. In any club I join, I like to, if there are players that they belong to the club, it's my duty to try to coach them. Jack at the moment is here. I have a good relation with Jack. Since I left also we keep in touch. And the reason why is because he has a big heart and he's a very good guy. So this is the reason why. And then we see what's happened. We always try to be aggressive off the ball, control the game, try to be the ones that we impose our idea, and try to do the most important thing in football, that is win games.
Manchester City may be taking a strong squad to Asia, but the biggest names missing from the plane could end up shaping the entire summer. Enzo Maresca is preparing for his first pre-season tour as City manager, with Hong Kong and South Korea the next stops in a new era at the Etihad. Despite fears that the squad would be heavily weakened after the World Cup, City are expected to travel with several established first-team players, including Ruben Dias, Josko Gvardiol, Phil Foden, Savinho and Antoine Semenyo. But Erling Haaland, Rodri, Rayan Cherki and new signing Elliot are set to miss the tour following their World Cup commitments. And while their absence is understandable, one name creates a far bigger question than the others: Rodri. The Spanish midfielder is reportedly wanted by Real Madrid and is believed to be open to the move. Manchester City have hoped to convince him to sign a new contract, but they are also aware that he could leave. That uncertainty has already pushed the club to study potential midfield replacements. This means City's most important transfer battle may be taking place thousands of miles away from Maresca and his players. While the squad trains in Asia, Director of Football Hugo Viana is expected to work on several major issues back in Europe. City are still looking for a right-back, a winger and further midfield reinforcements, while any outgoing transfer could create another position that needs strengthening. The tour itself begins against Inter in Hong Kong on August 1st. City will then travel to South Korea to face the K-League All-Stars on August 5th and Atletico Madrid on August 9th. For Maresca, those matches will not simply be about fitness. They will be an opportunity to decide which players can become part of his first-choice plans. Phil Foden may have the most to gain. After missing out on England's World Cup squad, Foden is trying to rediscover the level that made him the PFA Player of the Year in the 2023-24 season. Maresca already knows him from his previous spell as Guardiola's assistant and has made it clear that helping Foden return to his best is one of his priorities. Maresca said he wants to help Phil become the player everyone knows he can be. He believes a confident and happy Foden can win matches for Manchester City. That message gives Foden an early opportunity to become a central figure in the post-Guardiola project. Jack Grealish's situation is more complicated. Maresca is reportedly keen for Grealish to travel, which could suggest the door to the first team is not completely closed. The manager has spoken positively about his character and their relationship, but he has stopped short of guaranteeing Grealish a major role. At the moment, the message is simple. Grealish is still a Manchester City player, and Maresca will coach him while that remains the case. Calvin Phillips is also expected to be part of the travelling squad, but his path back into the team looks extremely difficult after a series of disappointing loan spells. This tour may offer him an important chance to show that he can still contribute. James Trafford appears closer to the exit. City expect the England goalkeeper to leave amid strong interest from Leeds. Maresca has publicly kept the situation open, but a transfer now appears likely, with Gianluigi Donnarumma expected to remain City's first-choice goalkeeper. So although this is officially a pre-season tour, it could decide far more than who starts the first friendly. Foden has a chance to rebuild his status. Grealish and Phillips may be fighting for their City futures. Trafford could be heading out, and Rodri's possible move to Madrid could completely reshape the club's transfer strategy. Haaland, Rodri, Cherki, and the England players are expected to return only 3 or 4 days before the Community Shield against Arsenal on August 16th. That gives Maresca very little time to work with a full squad before his first competitive match. City's Premier League campaign begins at home to Bournemouth on August 23rd. By then, Maresca will need answers. Can Foden become the face of the new era? Does Grealish still have a place? Will City find the right winger and right back? And most importantly, will Rodri still be a Manchester City player when the season begins? The Asia Tour may look like preparation. In reality, it could be the first major test of Enzo Maresca's Manchester City rebuild.